I saw and how his face changed, he was like literally impressed. And I was like, yes, so, And we were two guys, me and my friend, who started learning 3D design because I gave him a laptop and told him, listen, start learning this software, tomorrow you're a designer.
Okay, good evening. Welcome to another episode of CEO Open Mic. Today we're hosting Daniel Gunba, the person who came to Malta knowing only one word, which is carbonara, which is a crucial thing to know in Malta. But by the accident, the person is very well formed in the casino business and bringing new technologies into casino business. Daniel, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Daniel, and I'm founder and CEO of Triion Gaming, the company which brings the new immersive experience to the traditional iGaming industry.
All right. Sounds super complicated. So what exactly is that?
Yeah. Well, we decided to take all the games which casinos already have, like slots and table games, and bring them new experience into that. For example, VR experience for the slot games with VR studios. Same for the live tables. We're developing a lot artificial intelligence solutions. Some people call our product as a metaverse. We prefer call it like boutique virtual studio experience, to make it more.
Yeah, okay.
But it's enhanced immersive experience for any casino games.
All right. So you used like excessive number of buzzwords right now, like AI and metaverse and immersive and whatnot. All right. So in details, what does it mean to have AI in live casino? Like, why do I even need it?
Well, I mean, if we speak about AI, it like really depends how the company is using that. We decided to create a live body tracking solution with artificial intelligence, and with the simple words, like the whole idea is about VR casinos, for example, when live dealer is dealing the card in VR, there's avatar. We decided to remove all the gadgets and bring the comfort way of running the game for the casinos. So now live dealers, they just have their camera, and when they're moving, our tracking system tracks all the movements of the live dealer, even the fingers, like with a pinpoint accuracy. And live dealers can deal the cards or make the spins for the roulette in the virtual studios. And players will see that. Basically, everything what happens in real life streamed into the virtual studio. You can interact with them, talk to them. It's full life experience, like land-based experience, but online. For the slots, we are not using AI yet. We are more into VR. So basically, we're building virtual studios, which gives this land-based feel. Like I can wear my headset, go to the studio, see people around playing other slot machines, and if there is one free, I can go there, like make the spins, like in real life. The whole idea is to bring this land-based experience.
Right. It sounds like you came up with the idea during the pandemic times where everybody was locked in the homes. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. When the casinos were restricted to operate, I mean, the land-based, there was a hype for online live casinos. And we were thinking like, yeah, but how we can bring people into land-based experience, but they still can stay home. So, and we started thinking and brainstorming and developing this solution.
All right, but did you have any experience in casino business whatsoever? I mean, well, let's call it iGaming since you are more online than offline. Did you had any kind of experience in iGaming before?
In development of the games, never, but I was working like as a freelancer in audiovisual production, like user interface, user experience. I was doing some commercial videos before, because originally before I started business in iGaming, I had a production company, so we were working close to iGaming companies, very well known, and providing them some visual and audio solutions. I never thought that I'm gonna end up as a CEO of the iGaming company. It was super random. But yeah.
So let's take a look on your life as a founder. So was the company in the audio video production, was it the first company that you founded, or was there anything before that?
No, that was the first, and I started when I was 18. Actually, when I just finished school, and I was like, okay, I have to do something. I tried to work 1 month as a waiter in Latvia. I really don't like it. I didn't enjoy it, and I was like, okay, so I have to do something else. And I got a camera, a very cheap camera. So this is how production company starts. It wasn't like a company at the beginning. It was just me taking pictures. And it went quite well. So we started like hiring people. We registered the company, started working on some commercial projects, not only wedding photo shoots. Yeah. So, and actually, it was quite good. We had like 12 employees. So for the small production company, it's quite good, and it's all finished during the COVID.
All right. So did COVID shut you down, or was it just a coincidence?
Yes and no. The idea was because I had some clients in Malta as already at that time, and the plan was the goal was to open the branch here in Malta. And during the COVID, I would say COVID speeded up the process. During the COVID, we started like our clients, they had less money than before, of course. And there was a choice like, okay, I'm staying here and trying to do something, or I'm moving to Malta. And I was like, okay, so that's the decision. I booked the flight to Malta, sent all the equipment with DHL, and just I wasn't even able to speak English like in a good way. You know, it was hard to read the menu in the restaurant before. Well, 3 years ago, actually, not that.
Yeah, your English is like great right now. So congrats on that.
Better. Thank you. And yeah, I closed everything in Latvia, in Riga. I moved to Malta and rent an office here and started everything from.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about your feelings during that time. I mean, you kind of close one huge chapter of your life, meaning relocating to Malta, knowing only one English word, and that was not a joke. The English word you knew was carbonara, which is not actually an English word. So, you know. So you closed one big chapter of your physical presence in one country and you moved to another country. And at the pretty same time, you also closed the chapter of one company and founded another company. So how did you feel during that time?
Well, it was super stressful, honestly, especially knowing that I have no friends in Malta, and I have problem with the language and everything from the beginning. I have like a bit of money to relocate and try something. It was like a last shot, honestly. And of course, I had thoughts that, okay, maybe there will be a day when I will decide to go back home. There was a day like after like half a year in Malta, I had like, I don't know, like 2,000 on my account, like almost drained. And I was like, okay, I have to do something. I tried to open the small model agency here in Malta. And I basically put all this money into marketing, like some Facebook promotions and stuff like that, because I already had the base, like, you know, equipment for photography, some knowledge how to do that. And I was like, okay, maybe that's the trick. So maybe that will work. And it went very well. Okay. And this is basically led me to get the ball rolling, honestly. We start having a good income. I start hiring some people, not a lot. But the goal was that I was able again to pay for all my bills around the company and live my life. But it was extremely like stressful because I was like, okay, maybe you lost it.
All right. But did I get it correctly that you started that company and then did you sell it? Did you close it? And then you started Triion Gaming?
Yeah. So basically with Triion Gaming, we started like a bit more than a year ago. And when we decided with Triion Gaming, I was still trying to keep my production as a passive income. But now I just freeze the company. So I'm not doing anything with that.
But why would you freeze the company, which brings you some incomes?
Because Triion Gaming, like, look, I was running the company for the production, but running production company and running iGaming company is totally different things. Like for iGaming, you have to have people, you have way harder management, you have to travel more, you have to close deals, and especially as a CEO, and I'm young, so I'm 27 years old. So you have to really understand how to talk to people, because all other CEOs, they're way older. It takes a lot of time to understand the psychology, market, and everything. Because when we started, of course, it started from idea. But I was thinking like, okay, but I was doing some production for them. Maybe I know those people. And it was totally different conversations with them. So I just decided, okay, I will freeze the production company and I will go full time here.
All right. So I'm trying to get to the point to understand what drives you. I mean, the moment you came to Malta with barely 2,000 on your account, you know, 99% of people, they would go and try to find some steady job just to, you know, have a secure income. And you decided to risk it all. And then after setting up the
Yeah.
company, which was successful, which is not a typical thing for a startup or a newly formed company, then again, you decided to go and risk everything. So why on earth would you do it?
I was always like this. Even like with the production company, I was like this. I quit the job and I started this just with the camera without budgeting because I was always believing like, yeah, I can do it. And there's like a phrase, I'm really a bit of a fan of Steve Jobs. And there's the phrase he said, like, stay hungry. So this is about me for sure. If I have an idea, even like my team knows, every time I go to the office and I'm starting the conversation with my team, like, guys, I have an idea. Everybody do like this. No. Because they know, okay, if I have an idea, it means we will do it. If we don't know how we're going to do it, I will find a way. And I explain to everybody, guys, we will do like this. So it's not like I was never afraid to try stuff. And I always knew, like, as you said, there is always a possibility to find the job. I maybe I don't know, maybe too ambitious, or maybe I believe in myself too much, but I always knew, like, with my skills and knowledge, I will find the job for sure. But this is something else, what I have to try now.
All right, so you treat like a normal life or normal people like a safety net. Like, I can always come back to that. And you're looking basically for what? Is it money? Is it achieving something? What's the thing?
I mean, money, of course, they're always there. You know, everybody wants to live nice and be able to pay for everything what you want to have. But there is something else. I believe that, of course, I understand that, as I said before, I'm young in this industry. I so far, I don't know, like, iGaming founders and CEOs at my age. And I would I really want, like, other people know that, listen, there's no limitations. Everybody can do it if they want it. It's like, prove yourself and to everybody that, listen, there's nothing impossible.
So you got at this point of, you want to prove something, right?
To myself.
Yeah, that's nice.
I believe you too. Everybody has something to prove, like achieve the goals, we can call it whatever, but stay hungry.
No, definitely. I love it. So apparently we have a rare opportunity here to talk to the person who I would say that even though you are very, very young, you still managed to run a couple of companies. So you have you know, for instance, you're talking to the guy who founded his company like almost 20 years ago, and I never did anything else. You know, if I were to found any other type of the company, I wouldn't even know how to do it. So what were your biggest aha moments? Something that you realized that even if you run the iGaming company, some things are, you know, I don't know, the same as in previous companies or anything like that?
I had it in a bit different way, this aha moment, if we call it like this. When we started this iGaming company, and it was like, even before we registered the company, when it was just an idea, when we did the first prototype, there was a moment when we first time showed it to the guy who is like experienced running the huge company. I don't know if we can say the brands here on the podcast, but it was Sigma in Malta. We went there first time, and you know, for me, it was always I've been there always as a videographer. It was my first time when I went there with the badge CEO. I really don't understand at the time what that means, like, at all, what it gives you when you chat with people. And I had a chat with the guy, and he was quite skeptical when he saw me. And when I start showing him the product, I saw how his face changed. He was like literally impressed, and I was like, yes, so, And we were two guys, me and my friend, who started learning 3D design because I gave him a laptop and told him, listen, start learning the software. Tomorrow you're a designer. And I was like, this is what two guys in a one-bedroom apartment can do. We just went to a huge event. We showed the product to the very successful person in this industry. And this person is saying, like, guys, I want this product straight away. So that was the moment, I think, when it switched in my mind, like, okay, we are on the right way. We have to develop and deliver.
All right. So if you were to state, to all of the audience that is listening to us right now, and lots of them are founders or people that are thinking about founding the company, what would be your advice here?
I believe like if person is founding the company, he already have this mindset of the competitor, of the winner, of the person who is conquering all the time. But if I may say an advice, because we are still, I'm not saying that we are like super 100% successful company. We're really on the way. But if I can give an advice, if you have something in mind, but you think it's impossible, try, develop, create, and show, because you will never understand if it works before you show to the audience. It's like really true.
You know what? It sounds like a Hollywood movie, Class B. Motto, like
I wish
if you
wish.
really believe it's gonna happen.
Actually, this is what my designer always saying, like when we're creating something and there's a problem, it doesn't work, or something is bad, he's always saying, it's a good moment for the movie about our company in future.
All right. So let's get back to Triion Gaming. So in my understanding, that's a very technical type of the company, right? So I remember when I was stalking you on the internet, I think you're working with a technology called Unreal Engine, which,
Yes.
for instance, you don't have that many talents in Malta to recruit. So the question is, how did you come up with this idea?
When we just started developing, there's like two famous game engines on the market, Unity and Unreal Engine. And it was more like, Unity interface looks very weird. And we're like, okay, then Unreal Engine. Okay. It's very important to understand the thing. When I started all this, I had zero knowledge in development. I had zero understanding in how to create 3D design. The team wasn't like a team. It was just my friend to whom I give a laptop. And Unreal Engine, I was sitting with my friend and we installed the engine and we were like, so what does button do? Like, it was like this. But then when we start learning and discovering, we were like, okay, so this is the engine which provides any graphic solutions you can create literally wherever you want. And this is the industry choice so far. Then of course we just hired a person who knows how to deal with this.
So what were the following steps? So at some point you kind of learned Unreal Engine, and who was the first person that you hired?
It was basically an Unreal Engine developer, because I think we don't have to count my designer, because he was my friend, so we just started it. And the first person and the most needed person was an Unreal Engine developer. Yeah. Then I start learning everything with just designer and developer to understand what's going on there, because I want to be like, I want to know how the backend works to navigate the team, of course. But yeah, that was
right. And how about the next steps? Like, did you think about hiring anybody for marketing or sales or, I don't know, admin?
We have a CBO, business officer, here in Malta, and we already we are planning to open a branch in Estonia now. We in April. We already posted the jobs on LinkedIn. Like, we are looking for six employees. There are developers, there's marketing, designers, some assistants. So we have planned for 3 years, and I believe a team in 3 years in Estonian office will have there like 25 people.
Cool. All right. But you used a very, very dangerous word. You used the word plan. Who, let me remind you, the person who came to Malta knowing only carbonara. So do you plan things now?
Well, now when you're working with the budgets, when you have more responsibility, you have to plan stuff. It doesn't mean that everything will go according to the plan, but you have to have a base, at least, an understanding what's tomorrow. Because before it was like, me, myself, and I. Like, it's easy to change plans or not following them because you don't have anybody behind you. You just, okay, you go to Malta, that's it. Like, now you have team, you have business partners, you have clients, you have to deliver, you have to really know whom you're hiring, because Before it was like I was just dreaming, yeah, that's gonna be cool. We're gonna have 10 marketing specialists in the office, and amazing. Now you really think like, okay, we need this amount of developers for those specific tasks. You split them on departments, and yeah, it's more structured now. If we speak about myself, I still have this gap of creativity and randomness, so I still can come to the office and say like, "Hey guys, I have an idea." So it's still there.
But let's stick to the plan. So, what exactly you plan and how exactly you plan? I mean, for instance, do you plan like 5 years ahead or 3 years ahead? Do you have any like a high level vision and mission for the company? How does it look like?
If we speak like about 1 to 3 years plans, it's more like just the business goals, like for example how many clients we want to get on board or how many casinos, providers, whatever. If we speak about general plans, I'm not giving myself like a deadlines in 10 years or 5 years, because I still think it's too long. Again, ambitions are here, but there is like a general goal for the company. Like of course I'm checking what's happening on the market, and I see like what other companies are doing, especially in game development, but as well see that we have this uniqueness in the product, in what we are doing. So that's why I believe casinos are interested to work with us. So the main plan is became like the biggest virtual casino space provider.
All right. From the perspective of the manager of the company, because you're not only the founder but also the CEO of the company, how do you plan the work for the team? I mean, how do you delegate stuff? What's the structure of the company, and how do you manage that structure in terms of delegating the tasks?
Before it was a bit easier, but at the same time harder. When we just start building the team, like when you have no like head of departments, like head of development or head of design, it was more like I'm just giving the task and communicate with everybody. Now, since we are open to hire more employees, I'm trying to get people who can be like head of departments. So like we have head of 3D design, I'm dealing with this person, and this guy is navigating other designers. And same works with development. For financials, like as I said, we have business officer, and this person is as well taking care about some paperwork, accountancy, and that stuff. Right now, I'm more into like general business development of the company, like to like what's the next step, for example, with the branch in Estonia, and building the core team there, and sales events. I am attending on a lot of events, not only in Malta, to present the company. Of course,
do you have your stands, or do you go there as a guest?
It depends. Usually as a speaker, always. On every event we're going, I'm taking part as a speaker, and if they're happy with what the cool thing, that's because of our product, there is not a lot in the market, so it's not hard to get there as a speaker. Usually they just invite us already. At the beginning it was harder. Sometimes we do have a stand, but it really depends on the event. I tried, actually, that's interesting thing. I was thinking that stand is very important thing, like you can show your product and etc. And then when we tried it, I realized this is like the worst thing you can do. The best is like when you're going there with the guy who got the laptop with your product, and you go to everybody. Like you can walk. You have to be very flexible. If you have a stand, you have to stay there.
That's true. So to all of the people who go to all those shows like Sigma Next or whatever, I think that every single person who goes there, they have a very same plan in their head, like push sales, basically.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for them? Like go to all networking sessions, or don't go there, or anything like that?
Usually what we are doing, every event they have this floor plan, and you can see who is attending. We usually do the list of those who attend, and we just we don't even book the meetings with them. We just go to according to the list. We see like, okay, there is like, I don't know, 10,000 delegates. Okay, so who are they? And let's go to everybody. It's like 3 days of event. You're just walking and talking all the time.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can do, honestly, because if you book the meetings, they can postpone or something else. And the great advice: don't print your business card. Use QR codes because they will lost
That's
them.
true. That's true. Or connect on LinkedIn instantly and take a note like who are you talking
Exactly.
to? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's come back to the company though. So how many people do you hire at the moment?
Right now we have 6 in Malta, and we are about to hire now around 10 in
All
Estonia.
right.
We actually have first interviews
Yeah.
tomorrow. So
Good luck. You are definitely evolving as a company, right? From the little idea in your head to the first employee, and then another one, and then branches in different countries. Uh, what would you say is the biggest challenge that you have right now?
it's always hard to find the people who are like really passionate about the product, and because I mean, not every people whom you hire, they take it as a job, right? I take it differently. Like for me, it's a child. So for me, like this, guys, this is the best thing you could ever see. For them, it's from 10 till 6. And this is honestly the biggest problem so far, and this is only why we decided to open the office in Estonia, because it's there are many reasons to find professionals, mentality of people, their skills. There is a big list why we decided to
All
do
right.
that.
So, did you just say that Malta is too small to run a business over there?
No, Malta is an amazing spot, but the problem is that for specific things like Unreal Engine, for example, if we speak about developers, here is no infrastructure for that. They don't have like universities where they can learn that. They don't have some programs where they can learn the development in that way. So Malta is good for different specific things, but not for that.
All right. So, your big plan right now is that since you are the company founded originally on Malta, so is your big plan right now to have a business office over there and run the business from Malta, but all the back office would be happening in Estonia?
So we are here, but the company is registered in
All
Estonia
right.
as well.
Okay.
We did it straight away because I mean there's a lot of as well reasons why. I mean, and it's just faster and easier than in Malta. Here you have to deal with a lot of paperwork. In Estonia they're very techy, so you just go online and in 1 week you have a
And
company.
do you have to
um,
physically visit Estonia to do it?
no, 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 no. I mean, if you want to pay, if you don't want to visit, you just pay more and that's it.
Cool. I love it. That sounds good.
Yeah. But I think so far as I see the structure and the way where it goes, Estonia will be the head office and Malta will be as a back
Oh, all
office.
right. All right. All right. So, how about your personal presence? Are you going to move to Estonia or stay in Malta?
For now, of course, I'll be there because the core team will be there, so I have to hire them, and I want to see that like these people are the guys who we need and who will stay in the company for long or for forever. Depends on them, of course. And I kind of miss the city and some technologies as well. Malta is an amazing spot. It's like it's a small paradise with the nice weather and that stuff. But I was born in the city. It's not a huge city, but it still was a capital of Latvia, so Riga, and I miss the city
Right,
vibe, you
right, right,
know.
right. Yeah, from Estonia, gonna have like a. It's gonna be pretty close to Riga, right? So yeah,
Exactly, like 20 minutes flight, and
yeah,
you are
yeah,
there.
yeah. But let's come back to the fact that your personal physical presence on Malta. Would you say that it in any way benefits your company or not actually?
I would say the most time I really have to be here, it's three times in a year. There are 3 events: SBC, iGaming Next, and Sigma. And these are the moments when I have to be here. The rest, yes, a lot of iGaming companies are registered and they have an offices in Malta, but there are CEOs and founders are most of them
Hmm.
are not here. So that's the thing. That's the thing. And Estonia is a good spot because, for example, there's a lot of companies in Poland. Same in Estonia as well. In Lithuania, it's way easier to contact and reach them. And as well, of course, for if you check for the flights, if you want to go, for example, there's the Prague event in March. I'm going to speak from Estonia. It's like what, like 1 hour 20 minutes flight or something. From Malta, there's like only one flight. You have to really find it and book accordingly to your event. So it's less comfortable, I would say, to stay here in the role I have.
Okay. Okay. So you're basically breaking the myth right now that that was a thing which I had a lot, that if you want to be in iGaming, go to Malta and live there because you can even randomly meet some people on some random dinner or a random beach party wherever. Um, it's not really the truth, right?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, for example, during the Sigma, and I would say 1 week before and after, you really can meet here in Malta the whole industry. Everybody's here, of course. Same with iGaming Next. But then it's way
Mm.
harder. Like I never met someone like that on the street. Like, and this is a very small island. If you take a look at the island, there's like 2 cities where everything is concentrated, and those 2 cities, if I go just for a walk, it's like 40 minutes, and I pass them through. So I never saw like someone from like CEO, other CEO or founder of any iGaming
Right.
company.
Okay. So that's that's an urban legend about Malta. Definitely then.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So what do you think are the next big steps for? I'm not saying your company, but I'm saying you as a manager. What do you think is going to be,
Mhm.
uh, you know, the big thing for you?
To build a proper team, of course. And for me, here's a bit of a sales thing. I have a goal for 2024. We want to take on board 10 more casinos, and this is so far what I'm doing, because I'm basically chatting with them and meeting the guys and presenting the product. So this is the goal, to bring to us 10 more casinos, and I think we're on the right
All
way so
right.
far.
But you were speaking about the company, right? Not about you.
Well, I mean, look, you look, company and me. This is
I get
like
it.
together, because all my life is there. Like if you ask me what I'm doing when I'm free, like listen, I'm still thinking about the company. That's the thing. This is what I have to learn. This is what more experienced founders can actually share to me, the knowledge, like which they can share to me, how to relax. Because I mean, for me, there is no days off. Like I'm always thinking what we're gonna do tomorrow, and even if tomorrow is a Saturday, doesn't
Well,
matter.
you're definitely speaking to the wrong person then, because for me, it's not a work-life balance. That's a work-work balance. So yeah,
Yeah, we have interview after 6. It's not about you.
that's a yeah. Well, sorry about that.
No, no, don't worry, don't worry. I really don't mind.
But before we started recording, you said that there's still people in the office after 6.
Yeah, I mean, my designer is here as well. He's always here. He's always with me. I think at the very beginning when we started doing this, I had an idea. It was more like I was imagining how it can evolve, but I was never really understand, because as well when you're doing something else, as I said, like not iGaming in production, numbers are totally different, and I was never like realizing how big it can grow, and what kind of numbers we can speak about. And so it was more like, we have a cool idea, I have a friend who are ready to join, let's have fun.
Yeah. It's beautiful to see it all growing, right? To see, yeah, and
Yes.
it's kind of addicting as well.
Yes,
So yeah,
that's the thing. That's actually the main thing. Like it's 100% addiction. Like you literally always doing only that: planning, strategy, looking for people, for business partners, the investments, and all these things. So it's a
yeah,
crazy journey.
yeah. It's beautiful. So okay, looking back at all the decisions that you took in Triion Gaming, uh, is there anything that you would do differently right now?
Huh, it's a good question. Differently. There is one thing. It's not a crucial thing, but now I see that now where we are now, maybe it makes sense. We started developing at the very beginning the AI thing, because it was like super techy, super advanced. It was hard to explain to people, and I thought like, oh wow, we are genius. So, and everybody who saw it, they had the same opinion, like it's amazing, but nobody were buying it. And we were like, okay, so everybody likes it, but nobody like want to start using it. So industry wasn't ready for that. And then we like three months or 4 months ago, we added the slot games, and that was the moment where everything really started. And the thing is that when we just started this project, there was a moment when I was thinking about the slots, but I was like, maybe later. So this thing I would do other way around. We should start with slots.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. Unfortunately, I've run out of the questions, but I love talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Daniel Gunba, founder of number of companies, even though he's still young. So kudos and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.